superb question. So one of the biggest ways in which we trip ourselves up is often as leaders, we're a little bit too smart. And most of us have come up through sort of sensible academic processes, which make us think and make sentences which make sense and so on. So we always imagine that to deliver change, as long as you explain it properly, or in these modern times, you tell a story of why it's important, everything will happen and everyone will get on board. But there's some bad news, because human beings have been around for hundreds of thousands of years. And I have to let you know the secret. We're not designed for change. There's nothing about us which is designed for change. And the reason is because 100,000 years ago, and I tell a story, imagine you're a hunter-gatherer, okay, out hunting and gathering as one did, with your mates. And then all of a sudden there was a change of some sort, a loud noise, a rustle in the bushes, a bark, I don't know what it is, a crack. One thing which you didn't do was stand around and go, that's fascinating, I wonder what that crack is, and I wonder what that... Nobody did that, because all the people whose ancestors stood around when something had changed, contemplating it and discussing it, they're all extinct. We're here because our ancestors didn't do that. They didn't act rationally. Very, very important to realize. All the people who acted rationally as if a change could be understood and then explained, extinct, gone, has ceased to be, no longer here. So if you meet anyone who says, I take on board change, I understand, I like it, I'm rational, they're lying, okay? Because their ancestors were dead. So why is that? Because a change is a potential threat to your security 100,000 years ago. You're in a very dangerous environment. I mean, I always joke that, human beings would love to be able to escape from things and run away. But even the fastest person who's ever run on the planet, I think it's Usain Bolt, who's a Bolt, okay? Even him, he runs at like 26 miles an hour. But an average rabbit, without doing any training, no Nike shoes, 32 miles an hour. Basically, Usain Bolt can't catch a rabbit. So all the other animals are faster than us. So if that crack was from a hyena, it's going to eat you. If it was from, an eagle swooping down on you 120 miles an hour, you're doomed. So any change had to be responded to really quickly. Now, there's a problem with responding to change logically, which is it takes time. So the way we're basically designed is, if there's a change, instantly you think it's a threat to your security. First thing which happens is your logical brain, the modern bit, the bit we're so proud of as Homo sapiens, is switched off. Literally your blood flow goes down. There's a thing called an amygdala. It sort of squeezes the blood vessels. The blood vessel flow to the front goes down. So your brain switches off. And then it makes you emotional. Why emotional? Because when you're emotional, you're always in the moment. I've never ever met anyone who said, I'm really scared of the hyena, but I've got a conference call on Zoom at 3. Nobody does that. No one does that. What happens is you go straight into the emotion, you're in the moment, ready to respond, ready to move. Then one of three things happens. You start to get flooded with this drug called adrenaline. It's legal, okay, you're allowed that. And it lets you then do three things. Either you're going to fight because you can't get away fast enough, or you're going to freeze and hope they don't notice you, or you're going to flee as fast as you can at less than 26 miles an hour. And we're all designed that way all the time. So as a leader, you walk into the meeting and go, right, guys, what we want to do is we'd really love to change the blah, blah, blah. When you say the words, we're going to make it, you just introduce the words, all those hundreds of thousands of years of fear, terror, and stress hit the brain. The amygdala of everyone in the room has switched off their blood flow, and they're nodding, but all they can hear are not your words. All they hear is the adrenaline is going through their bodies, and they're going, do I fight or flee? But these days we're very sophisticated, so we tend not to leap up and run out of the rooms. So they sit there, they almost frozen, listening to the words of this leader, but their brains are off, and you're happy because they haven't run away, so you think they've agreed with you or they're on board. But anyway, so long answer to your short question.